Okay, here's an example that will apply the distance formula. We're going to be given 2 points and we want to find the distance between them. We want to find UV. So U is at -7.5, V is at 4, -3. I'm going to use this formula to find the distance. I will also be using my calculator to help me out. So I'm going to do D equals, and it'll be a big square root. And we're going to simply subtract the x values, and then we'll do the same thing with the y values. Now, here's what's nice about the distance formula. In many formulas, it's important the order you add or subtract. It is not important with the distance formula. It's because once you do the subtraction, even if you get a positive or a negative number, you're going to square the answer. So it's going to end up being positive anyway. So it really doesn't matter which order we do the subtraction in. So I'm just going to simply pick the larger x value first, which would be 4, and then subtract -7. I'll use my parentheses and square that, and then there's plus from the formula, and then I'll take the larger y value, in this case 5, minus -3 squared. It just makes the math a little bit easier to do. We have a double negative here, which gives me plus. We have a double negative here, which gives me plus. So that's going to give me the square root of 11 squared plus, this is going to be 8 squared. And now I can simply take my calculator and find out what these are. So 11 squared is 121. So that'll be 121. 8 squared is 64, right there. Now we're going to simply add them together. 121 plus 64 is 185. Many times we want to leave it in radical form, simplified radical form, so you would have to go through the process of simplifying this if you needed to, or you could just simply find out what the square root of that number is. And I'm using the answer button to help me with that, and that's 13.6. So that's approximately 13.6. Depending on the problem, you may need to have it in simplified radical form. I'm not really sure if that's simplified or not, or decimal form. And if there were a unit attached to this, you would have to include the unit as well, because it's a distance, so you want to know if it's inches or centimeters or feet or whatever it is. Anyway, that's the answer to that particular problem.